benefits. Trump is being blamed for millions of Americans starving. It's amazing how quick the tables can turn. A lot of people are crying right now. A lot of people are blaming the president for why they won't be eating next month. I don't know about you guys, but I'm making sure that I eat. Well, we're going to get into this topic. Yes, indeed. Because a lot of people are upset with Trump, but they're not upset with themselves. Look, if you know that next month your benefits are not going to be there, what are you doing about your problem? Let's just be real for a minute. Make sure you guys double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. This is the realest channel on YouTube when it comes to commentary and criticism. Next month, a lot of people won't be able to shop. They're not going to be able to buy their snacks. They're not going to be able to buy their chips. They won't be able to buy, what else we got? We got these little bites. They won't be able to get none of this stuff. Next month. Next month, they got to go to the food pantry. And even the food pantries are limited when it comes to supplies. I'm researching everything that's going on online, and the pantries are empty right now. So, what exactly are people eating? Now, guys, I may have to start to sell this on eBay because with the growing concerns for the month of November, I would probably run a sale of selling one of these cupcakes for probably $20 a pop on eBay. I might do an auction because at the rate it's going, people talking about they're looting stores. People are going to be unaliving people at the registers. So I stocked up on all the cupcakes, all of the little bites. You know what I'm saying? I stocked up on all of this stuff. And I'm basically going to put all of this stuff up on eBay, perhaps. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out because with the growing concerns of food, I don't want the shelves to go empty. So I'm going to pretty much start my own little side business so I can make me some extra money to take care of my family. Because this is crazy. I mean, and I apologize if next month you may be one of the folks that won't be able to buy any Doritos. I apologize in advance for pretty much eating the Doritos in your face. But I gotta eat. You know what I mean? I know it's sad. I know you're probably upset with me. I know you're pissed off, but we gotta talk about what exactly are people doing to deal with this issue. I mean, are there any financial advice or anything that I can offer you to kind of get you through? Because remember, coming November 1st, there's not going to be no food in your refrigerator. Literally, you can ice skate in the freezer. A lot of you that got those freezers that build up all of that ice, you got to thaw out the refrigerator. Well, coming November, you don't even have to go on vacation. All you got to do is just open your freezer. Open your freezer, put on your skis, and have a good time. You ever wonder when you open these bags, it don't be no chips in there? Remember when you was a kid and you would open up the bag of chips and it was full to the top? Now you get these bags, you open it up, it's like somebody done ate the chips from the bag. I guess at the warehouse when they were stopping the bags, the workers were busy like this. Hey, zip that bag up, Bob. And they left the bag half empty. But guys, make sure you double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? I gotta eat. You know? These are good. These are really good. I don't recommend you eat these all the time because you're getting about 190 calories. Now, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We got to make America great again. And we start off by making America great again by eating our snacks, because next month, a lot of people ain't going to have anything to eat. And they're blaming Trump. Why is everybody blaming Trump? Why everybody blaming Trump when we're adults and we make decisions? So hold up, you can't make a decision to go out there and get a job. You can't make a decision to go out there and sell something. I'm sure there's some things in your house you could sell right now that'll give you the money for next month. Got some tea. To wash it down, you know? Got to wash all that stuff down. Next month, guys, a lot of people won't be able to get no Coca-Cola, no chips, no cupcakes, nothing. They're in trouble. That's the last time you're going to hear that sound, because next month, you won't be able to pop no sodas for about probably 3-4 months. So let's get into the topic. Donald Trump is getting bashed by a lot of people on social media right now. And they're claiming that he's the one to blame for why millions of Americans will be starving. And I'm trying to figure out, why y'all blaming him? He's not even in the country. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. You ever drink a soda and it just hit the right spot and you just be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So guys, double tap the screen and give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. We're talking about a bad situation. It's really, really sad. Coming next month, millions of people are going to starve. And the problem that I got is, where is the church? Have any of y'all noticed that? Why the Christian church is hiding right now? Where are all those pastors that are always talking about money cometh to me now? Where are those pastors at? Where Creflo Dollar at? TD Jakes, where you at? Don't try to pass out now. Talking about TD. Remember when TD Jakes was in the church? He died in church. He was like this. He was like. And everybody went up there praying, but nothing happened. How come those prayers didn't work when they were in church? How come when they prayed for TD Jakes, God didn't work a miracle? Come on now. Don't get mad at me. Why the Christian church is not feeding the poor? Everybody blaming Trump. Trump is not the one to blame. You got to blame the Democrats. I don't think y'all realize, listen, I don't think y'all understand who caused this mess. It wasn't Trump. It was the demos. The demos, they're the ones who demoed your SNAP benefits. The Democrats, they literally destroyed your opportunity. They're the one who made this mess. not Trump. And that's the issue that a lot of people just don't get. You're suffering because of the left. They're watching you guys suffer. But yet those are the guys you love. Those are the guys that advocate for your programs, but yet they ain't come to the table to reach a deal. Why? Because they don't care. Now get this. The Democrats and the liberals, they're pretty much going to be eating good on Thanksgiving. But you're going to starve. Make it make sense. The Democrats are going to be eating good. You know what I just finished hearing? I haven't looked at it, but I kind of heard through the grapevine that they're making sure that the military is getting their money, but they ain't give you your food. Make that make sense. They're making sure that the military is getting paid, but the American people, oh, they're going to starve. That don't make no sense, bro. Like, shouldn't you be concerned about the people? It's why I told you guys, man, stop putting all your trust in man. You said this is BS. You said it's Trump who is against public assistance. Even if Trump is against public assistance, I'm against public assistance. But the reason why folks are starving is not because of Trump. It's because of the Democrats. They're the ones who caused this mess that caused the shutdown. Y'all ain't do y'all research yet? Come on now. See, here's the problem. Let's find out where everybody is. How many of you are Trump supporters? Put a 1. If you're not a Trump supporter, put 2. If you're a Trump supporter, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not a Trump supporter, put a number 2. Trying to see where everybody is so we can have the conversation. So we have, it looks like it's, we have a lot of 1s. We have some 2s. Okay, so it seems like there's Trump supporters here, and then there's non-Trump supporters. Okay. If you're a Trump supporter, I know that you understand the importance of having a job, the importance of working, the importance of preparing. There's just something about a Trump supporter that know ahead of time that we got to make sure that we protect our family, make sure things is in place, and so on and so forth. A person who is anti-Trump is typically like this all day. Because they're expecting somebody else to do something for you. That's the difference. So because you're anti-Trump, now you're blaming him for the shutdown. He didn't shut nothing down. What are you talking about? They already said next month you're not going to eat. How many of you went and go get a job? How many of you went and start mow some yards, paint some houses, cut some shrubs? Did anybody think of a plan to make sure that their family is going to be fed next month? All right. Let's do it like this. How many of you would a show of a number three means you're waiting for SNAP benefits? How many of you are waiting for SNAP benefits? Put a number 3. Because I want to see where everybody at. And remember, I don't know you. I don't know where you live. I don't know nothing about you. So let's just be real. Right? Now, if you are a person that's waiting for SNAP benefits, if you have a job right now, meaning that you have a job, meaning that you're working, and it's still kind of difficult to live, and you collect these benefits, I'm not here to beat you up because you're working, you have a job. At the same time, there's so much fraud happening right now. There's so many people that are working and they're making money that's not being reported, but they're still collecting these SNAP benefits. Those are the people I don't like. I don't like you. If you're working and you're making good money, or you got little side hustles, you're making money from here, money from there, and you collecting SNAP benefits, I don't like you. You're the kind of people I don't like because you're getting a free ride. Now, I believe that these assistant programs should be for the elderly, the disabled, our veterans, those that are really struggling. If you're an able-bodied person, you got to go to work. It's not for you. Because you're going to always be dependent on the government. SNAP was never made for you to live on for the rest of your life, and it becomes a generational lifestyle. Even if you're a person who work and have a job, it should be limited, meaning that if you're working right now and you are on SNAP benefits, I would say they should give you about 6 months and then shut it down. 6 months to kind of get you rolling and then cut it off. Now, the reason why I say cut it off is because you're just not living within your means. Even if you're not making enough money, you're going to have to downsize. The car you driving, you're going to have to downsize. The apartment you got, you're going to have to move into something else. All the Netflix and Hulu and all these different things you got going, shut it down. The crazy cell phone bill you got, you better find something cheaper. Live within your means. That's the only way. You understand? Because too many people are taking advantage of the system. We're seeing it all over social media. People literally spending thousands of dollars on groceries with this SNAP stuff, and they're twisting the system. I know this happens a lot in the Black community. A lot of people are doing this. And now they're crashing out and they're blaming Trump constantly. But what are you doing right now to solve your problem? Like, what are you doing right now? If you know next month you're not eating, what are you doing? Just sitting down waiting to die? Next month you're not eating. Like, it's done. And you know those food pantry places, they don't give you good food. That food is spoiled. That food is not good food. That food been sitting on top of rats and roaches. I'm just being honest with you, man. Them very same people at the food pantry wouldn't even eat that mess. They never give you the good stuff. Like, when you go to the food pantry, you know, they're not going to have this. This is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have these cakes. None of this stuff. It's not going to be at the pantry, guys. You ain't going to have no Doritos. You ain't going to have no corn chips. You ain't going to have nothing. None of those things going to be there. You know? Speaking of food and stuff. I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want one? Gotta wash it down. I know a lot of you that will be starving next month. I know that this video may come across a little too insensitive to the circumstances, but it's really not. I gotta eat. You don't want to eat. I gotta work. I mean, if you want to starve next month, then just sit there and starve. I'm not doing that. Right? El Guapo, shout out to you for the $4.99. Says, let's see what you say. Wouldn't it be their fault for starving Esteen? Then what's your problem? If you don't like the system, you make no sense, buddy. Of course I'm not making sense. We're speaking two different languages. I'm speaking English, and you're hearing what you want to hear. You're blaming these people that have nothing to do with your decisions. You decided, and I'm not saying you personally, because I don't know if you're on public assistance or any of these programs. People who are waiting for SNAP benefits made a decision to be poor. They made that decision. They made the decision to be poor, guys. No one did this to them, right? Let's see what else we got. Shout out to Self for the $4.99. Says, I pay $135 a week for 10 meals from a meal prep company that's made to be healthy and gym person orientated. Hey, speaking of gym, everybody need to be hitting the gym because a lot of folk, they literally not in the best of health, and you need to hit the gym, guys. Now think about this. This guy, and I don't know if it's a guy or a woman, so, you know, no offense, but I'm assuming it's a man, right? Says I pay $135 a week for 10 meals prepped. And these are meals that are typically healthy. So, you know, he got the veggies, probably got some chicken, you know, probably some brown rice. I don't know, but it sounds good already. Healthy and gym person oriented. So I could just imagine those meals are good. I'm hungry already. Where do I go get these meals prepped? My goodness, I'm ready to eat. Well, let me not talk too much about eating because some people not eating next month and they're going to get mad at me, right? So now, let's see what we got. Okay, shout out to Self again for the $19.99. Says, I'm a single black Haitian male born in Haiti, and I have 2 remote jobs. I'm a college dropout, and I make $270K a year by myself. I don't like people who don't go up and get it and want to stay and remain poor. Man. See, guys, I really wish I can't pin this comment. Let me see if I could pin this comment. I don't even know how to do that on a cell phone. I don't know how to do that on a cell phone, man. I would have pinned your comment because there's a couple of things we got to look at with this comment now. Number one, the last portion, right? I don't like people who don't like to go up and get it. That's the part that a lot of people are missing. To go get it. Go get it. Every last one of you have opportunity. This man is from Haiti. Shout out to all my Haitian brothers and sisters out there. Shout out to everybody on Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, all the Haitians out there. He made something of himself. He said, you know what? I'm tired of sitting down. I dropped out of college, but hey, look at what I did. He went out there and he made it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that saw you when you were at the bottom and didn't think you would make it. So now, to the folks that are waiting for SNAP benefits, look at his comment. Look at what he makes a year. Be inspired. Get yourself hyped up. You could do the same thing. Do you know there's a whole world out there of success waiting for you? And the thing is, a lot of you just don't want to go get it. You want the government to give you cheese. There got to come a point in your time in your life where you're just like, look, I had enough of this poverty, man. I had enough. I look at life like this, guys. You really only have one shot. You only have one shot. Make the most of it. There's only one life, man. You're here, you're born. It's frustrating. You deal with the BS every day. You got to make the most of it, man. Seriously. You got to look at every day as an opportunity to grind, an opportunity to win. You got to make up your mind. Now, hear me clear now. The reason why going to the gym is very important to be successful is because being in the gym, only winners have gym memberships. Only winners. A gym membership will teach you the values to get you in the right kind of mind to win. You got to show up on time. You're going to deal with pressure, the weight. You got to be consistent. You got to push yourself. You got to motivate yourself. No pain, no gain. Right? So the gym, then eating healthy, right? All of that stuff will build you up so that you can pursue your goals. But if you're constantly waiting for the government to give you some cheese, you're going to never win. And I know some of you, you're upset with me. You don't like my hat. You hate me. But at the same time, if you listen carefully, you'll win. Self said he made $270K a year. That's pretty good. Doing very well. Now, what if we could get your mind to think big? But see, the left, they don't want you to think big. The left want you to stay in poverty. And how do they keep you in poverty? They keep you with your hand out. They keep you dependent on that SNAP benefit. Guys, you'll never be able to do anything in your life waiting for the government to give you a check. You'll never be able to do anything. You can work and still get SNAP benefits, but you'll never be able to get anywhere in life in terms of owning property. How are you going to own property and you dependent on the government to give you food benefits? You ain't buying no house. How are you going to buy a house and you on SNAP? No, it ain't going to work. You'll never be able to buy anything for yourself. You'll never be able to do anything for yourself. Guys, these are the things that Charlie Kirk was talking about as well. How these systems that are in place, it keeps you in poverty. It really do. I know you might think, well, I'm getting a benefit. It's helping me out. It's not helping you out. It's keeping you poor. Yeah, you're able to go buy food. That's cool. But you every month you're doing the same thing. Every month. Every month you're doing the same exact thing. Right? Let me see. Let me shout out this other super chat here. This is also from Self 1999. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, for the haters in the chat, I'm 32, handsome, and I have a choice of women at my disposal. It's so funny. Before I even read the word disposal, I already knew what he was going to say. Says, I ain't here looking for bums or women who don't respect me for me. I can travel anywhere I want and get to pick the women who want me for me. Spoken like a boss. And see, here's the thing. You're going to always have haters when you're winning. When you're a winner, you're going to have people trying to take and bring you down. And this is why I always tell people that when you get to a certain level in life, live your life without no regrets. Live your life. Don't let nobody try to humble you. Because that's the first thing they try to do. Once you're successful and you're doing pretty good for yourself, people around you will try to, oh, you're showing off. Oh, you don't need to show nobody. Man, bruh, live your life, man, to the fullest. Within reason, because there's a time to stunt, there's a time to shine, and there's a time to fall back. You know how it is. But people don't like to see you successful. Every last one of you could be successful. But there's only a few people that's going to get there because, again, if your mind is not right, if you're stuck on poverty, you're never going to go nowhere. And that's what public assistance and all these programs do. No matter how much you may say, I need this thing to help my family, it will temporarily help you to stay poor. You got to understand what I'm saying, because it's never going to make you get out of the mud, because next month you're getting the money again. Next month you're going to, listen, would you believe me if I told you that they're feeding you to keep you poor? They're feeding you to keep you right where you are. Look at how the world is going crazy over the SNAP benefits. Oh, SNAP, my benefits. They're keeping you that way. They're controlling you with food. Imagine you're a grown adult. You don't want to go do something else. Let's say you're working and you still get SNAP. Okay, go get something else. Go get another job. Oh, SNAP, you don't want to do that, right? Go get another income. Let me also put this out here. On social media, have you guys noticed there's a bunch of videos of people you see crying about SNAP benefits and all this other goofy stuff? Would you believe me if I told you that all of those videos that you see of people, they're all content creators making money, acting like they're SNAP beneficiaries? Because to be honest with you, if I was on public assistance and SNAP, I don't want nobody to know. So why is it that you see all of these videos of these influencers with cameras seemingly happy, talking about how frustrated they are about the SNAP benefit crisis? I don't believe none of those people collect SNAP benefits, because it's almost like it can't be real. They're monetized. These people have monetized TikToks, monetized YouTubes. So why are they crying if they're getting all these views and making all this AdSense money? You see what I mean? So I'm putting two and two together, and I'm looking at the situation, and to me, these people are hustling everybody. They're hustling everybody, y'all. Shout out to Self for the $4.99. Says, at King broke and mad, no wonder why he, she, they, them can't get anything. See, here's the thing. At Self, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to hate. And they're going to question you over and over to try to prove yourself. That's what they love to do. They always going to hate. I have made up my mind to just always shine. Shine, and just continue to stunt live my life to the best of my abilities. You know why? You got one life, man. Think about this. With all the success you can gain in the world, all the material things you buy, cars, houses, jewelry, fly clothing, you getting women, all that stuff, man, when you really think about it, we're going to leave all that stuff behind. So might as well you just live it up. Meaning, have fun, man. Enjoy while you can, because when it's all gone, somebody going to be fighting over all your stuff. For real. You can have whole house full of all nice things. Think about this, guys. All the work we do, working at jobs, companies, and we build up, buy cars, and we only have a short time on this earth. And then we gone. We're gone, bro. All that money, and we gone? Bro, I'm living up. I'm living it up, bro. I'm living it up. I'm living it up, bro. Forget that, bro. I'm not waiting until some perfect day. That's why I told a lot of people, man, even if you're not rich, even if you're not, well off like that, even if you make 45K a year, 90K a year, live it up. Don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? You know your limits, but learn how to enjoy your life, y'all. Travel, get out there, have fun, go to the nice restaurant, see the world, man. There's so much going on in the world. And when you're poor and in poverty, you don't get to see nothing. You're literally a prisoner. You're a prisoner outside of a cell. You're a prisoner who receives food from the government every month. Never able to own no property, never able to travel, never able to have a proper vacation. Think about this, guys. Those of you that collect SNAP and work at a job, do you ever get to go on vacation? I'm not talking about a staycation. I'm talking about a vacation where you vacate where you live and travel out. Do you do that? Do you get time to spend with your family? Or are you at the job all day? Because a true vacation is when you get away and you're able to clear your mind. If you're home on your vacation, that's not a vacation. Norse says, let's see what we got. Says you got one life and you worship a fat PDF file, laughing out loud. Well, thanks for the $2. Self came back, $9.99. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, what's a better outcome? Saving and scrapping at these bottom of the barrel to net zero, or reaching for more into infinity? You can only save so much, but you can always make more. And see, I was talking about that the other day. A lot of times people, they like to save their money. And I get it. You should have money in your savings. Like I always tell people, at least have 10,000 in your bank at all times in your savings. There should be 10,000 in your bank in emergency, sitting. Never touch it. All right? I don't care what's going on. Never touch that 10,000. The problem I have with people that just save money and just build, is that they're not using the money to invest in what they love, which can make money. It's like they're scared to go broke. You get it? It's like they have the money to go start the business. They have the money to get the tools. But they're saying to themselves, if I spend this money on these tools, which can earn money, I won't have no money. So the fear of going broke keep them from starting the business. And there's a lot of people like that. They just refuse to get involved with whatever it is they love to do. And a lot of you, you have talents, you have ambition, you have goals, and you got the money, but you're afraid to spend it. Some of you got $3,000 in your savings right now. You've been living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, but you managed to save some coins. You got about three grand in your bank. Your talent might be music. Perhaps you're a cook. Perhaps you're an artiste. Maybe you make soaps. Whatever it is you do. In order to be successful, you got to take risk. You got to take risk. Take that money out that bank. Sacrifice that money in the thing that you love, the thing that you do, and just let her ride, man, and see what happens. That's the best advice I could give you, because money sitting in a bank and it's not being used, you helping the bank to make all the money, because that money sitting there, if it's not on a high interest account, then you're not earning nothing from that. So it's like, why is it sitting there? It's not doing nothing. Make the money make money for you. You know? So if you don't have it collecting interest where you're getting paid, instead you just have it sitting in a regular bank account, and the bank is using your money to loan people. They're making money off your money. You're just getting played on both sides. And a lot of people like getting played, you know? Shout out to Southern Diplomat for the $4.99, says, if they feed you, they can starve you. Yeah. And that's exactly what's going on. I believe that, and again, I did my research on this thing. This is coming from the left. This is coming from the left. Now, of course, they're going to blame Trump, because Trump get blamed for everything. If it's not Trump, then it's, whatchamacallit, what's this other guy name, man? What's that, the owner of X? What's his name? The trillionaire, billionaire, whatever his name is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He get blamed for everything too. Musk or something, Elon. Let me see. Shout out to Norse again for the $2 support. Says, here's another $2. Beggar fraud, buy a new hat. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, yeah. So guys, I don't know why Trump is taking all the heat when we make our own decisions. Like, look at where you are when it comes to this crisis, and think about what you could be doing right now. You can either worry about eating, or you can go out there and start something and win. Because if you go steal, you're going to go to prison. And you're going to give Trump another reason to send the National Guard to your city. You already see him sending the National Guard to all these major cities where crime is. So think about what happens coming November. If there's an influx of crime and people are looting stores, now you're putting everybody at risk. So now Trump got to send in the National Guard to your city. And then what? It's going to be more problems, you know? And this is why, guys, before November 1st, I suggest you all make sure you do your grocery shopping. Stock up on what you got to get now, like right now, because you don't want to wait till the 1st, because that's when everybody going to be crashing out. They're going to literally be crashing out. It's going to be a lot of arrests, possibly people getting really hurt due to this SNAP crisis. A lot of people going to be losing their brains and doing things that they probably never thought they would be doing. And this could all be one big test to see how 40 something million people respond to them not being able to eat. When the government got that kind of power and control over you, that should tell you that trusting in a system or waiting for benefits is the worst thing you can do as an American. That's the worst thing you can do, is sit around waiting, because they got control over you at this point. Let me see. Shout out to Self, says, like my man currency said, obstacles are optical illusions. We don't really see them. They put rules in place because y'all need them. Some people are like sheep. I got no mercy for the weak. And this is why when it comes to life, the people that actually know how to win and grow will always be ahead. And there's going to always be somebody at the bottom. There's going to always be a poor person. And the reason for that is you have lazy people and you have people that go get what's theirs. You have people that realize, listen, I already was once lazy, I was once poor, and I don't like it. I don't know about you. I know what it's like when you don't got nothing to eat. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to be betrayed. I know what it's like. And I don't like that. I don't ask nobody for nothing. Do you understand? When I go to the store to shop for food, it's cash being paid all the time. A lot of money. And it feels good to pay. It feels good to know that I'm buying this. The government didn't give me this. Do you know that if you're on welfare and you're collecting this check from the government and you went to the store and you won like a lottery or something like that, and you've been on welfare for 10 years and you won $300,000 in the lotto, do anybody know what's going to happen? Put the answer in the chat. Do anybody know what's going to happen? You got to pay all of that money back. If you won the lotto and you're on welfare and you've been on it for 10 years, they're going to take that check. You ain't keeping it. I know you might think it's yours. Nope. They're going to take it back because now it's like you got money. So they taking that check. That's one of the things that you don't know. You better read the fine print. You have a lot of people that lost everything, you know? So let's see what we got. So people are blaming Trump when he didn't do anything. Trump didn't put you in a position to starve, but he's being labeled as the one who makes America starve. No, you made yourself starve because you're waiting for the government to give you something that you're not even entitled to. Now, again, if you're elderly or disabled or a vet and you're down and out, you're the folks that I believe should be taken care of without question. Sadly, because of this situation, you're going to suffer too. When I do this content, it's not about the elderly, the disabled, or the vets. It's about the able-bodied people who could go out there and get a job, but they don't want to get a job. They want to live for free. That's what they want. And then you got these fake content creators acting like they're poor when they got money. And they're acting as if though they're a SNAP beneficiary or something like that. and they're crying on social media. A lot of these videos are fake, guys. I really believe it, because I double checked a lot of those platforms and I realized these people got a bunch of TikTok followers. Their page is monetized, and they keep talking about SNAP benefits, and they're acting like they're poor, like they're acting like their children are starving. And I'm putting it all together and I'm like, this person is not on no SNAP or welfare. They're just doing content, maximizing their profits by acting like they're not getting their SNAP benefits, which generate views. Be very careful of these videos that you see on TikTok where people acting like they're down and out. A lot of those folks, if they were real, they wouldn't have a bunch of followers. A lot of those platforms have hundreds of thousands of followers. They're making money lying to you. That's why here on this platform, I keep everything a buck with you. And I hope that I'm doing a great job in terms of speaking truth. But I try to give you guys something to really think about. You know, we got to stop blaming Trump. Trump is already busy with a lot of stuff on his plate. He's not the one that is responsible for the government shutdown, you know. And this is not the first time the government shut down. And if you are a so-called person who is waiting for the government to give you a handout, you should have already known this was coming. So it's not like you should be shocked or surprised. It's like, this is what happens when a government shutdown. It shuts everything down. People losing jobs left and right. A lot of people are suffering. It's a part of the game. You know, I mean, me personally, I would not take no jobs that I know would be cut if there's a government shutdown. I would not want a job like that. But a lot of you took those jobs knowing the risk. So you really can't cry. It got to be something that you were expecting, you know, based on the current events that's going on. But it's sad and it's unfortunate that so many people are suffering. But I think that this is a test. I believe that the whole people not eating for November is for a reason. I think that it was done on purpose almost, because when 40+ million people are starving for 1 month, that can really bring people to their knees. And it could be one big test to see how much the American people can really take. You know what I'm saying? In terms of starving themselves out. I don't know. Shout out to Southern Diplomats for the $4.99. Let's see what we got here. It says, able-bodied person trusting the system to feed your family is crazy work. It is crazy, man. Just the thought of sitting there waiting for the government to decide when they want to send you a check is crazy. You know? It's absolutely crazy. Let me see. Why is it that this person says, I get the MAGA movement helps you get views? Why are you so concerned about me getting views when you're broke and you're not getting no money? That's the problem. One of the biggest problems with broke people is that you spend most of your life watching other people be successful. Rather than you go out there and win, you're worried about me getting views. That's the problem. I'm a winner. You're a loser. Do you see the difference? Anytime you're a person who is watching somebody else win, you're jealous of that person. Notice, I'm not pointing nothing out in your life because I don't care. Winners don't watch other people and their progress. Winners just go out and win. You're so into what I'm doing that you're monitoring every little detail. You should be working on your life so that you could win. You're too busy watching me win. That's the problem. And it's all out of jealousy, guys. All out of jealousy, man. It's sad. Let's see. Um, Moth Boy 3000, shout out to you for the $2 support, says 36% of SNAP is children, not a working class. When we look at, let's have the conversation. A lot of single mothers are having babies out of wedlock. They're not marrying. They're choosing bums to have babies with. These men are not providing for their kids. And a lot of these children will be starving. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't. I don't feel sorry for adults that are having babies when they can't afford them. I don't feel sorry for them. Nope. You could say I'm lame all you want. That's not hurting me. I don't know you. I don't care. You're watching me. You're wasting your time. Right? Let's see what we got. So, yeah. When you have people having babies out of wedlock, they're not working. They refuse to get married. I don't care about your situation. I'm not going to feel sorry for people that deliberately sabotage their lives and then bring children into an already bad situation and then expect me to bail you out. No. You better go get a job and take care of your kids. Don't use your kids as a crutch to try to make everybody feel sorry and guilty. I did not tell you to open your legs. I did not tell you to deal with Pookie and Ray Ray. I didn't tell you to do that. You went out there and got with a man that you knew wasn't ish, knew he ain't work, knew he was a bum, and you had a baby with him. Okay, that's your problem. We got to make America great again. And in order to do that, you got to speak the truth. In order to make America great again, you got to tell women the truth. You got to tell men the truth. You can't sugarcoat it. Ladies, keep your legs closed. If you want to make America great again, you got to keep your legs closed. That is how you make America great again. Why? Because a lot of these men, they just want to screw. So as a lady, you'll figure it out as you go because you'll realize these men aren't trying to settle down. They aren't trying to make you no wife. So the best course of action would be to keep your legs closed, right? Keep your legs closed. Learn how to vet these men, find out what their true intentions are, and keep it moving. But if you're going to open your legs, you got to deal with the consequences. So if he bang you out, you got pregnant, he leaves, you're mad, your fault. Your legs were open. Don't get mad at me. Shout out to Self for the $9.99 says winners surround themselves with other winners because when they talk, it doesn't sound like they're bragging. Broke people and losers can't understand that. That's why they're not at the same table. That's exactly what it is, man. This is why I had to cut off everybody that I was rolling with back in the day. Because I would try to speak the language of success to former friends, and they would look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, I figured out this way we could make some money. They're like, man, I ain't doing all of that, man. That's just too much work. I'm like, bro, all we got to do is do this, that, boom, boom, boom. We'll be making some bread, bro. I'm trying to put you on. He ain't want to do it. Then when you go do it and you start making money, now you looking fly, Yo, bro, yo, what you doing, man? Yo, could I be down? Bro, I showed you what we was gonna do. You didn't want to do it. I tried, bro, I tried to help you. Nah, man, I ain't helping you now, bro. I'm not helping you now. You damn near kicked me in the face when I was trying to help you, bro. Now you see the success. Now you want me to look out for you now? Nah, bro. I'm not doing that. Let's see. Bro, stop acting like I did something great. You're streaming. What? I don't know what you're talking about. When you succeed, you get labeled as a sellout. Oh, yeah, they call me a sellout all the time. Now, I wear that with a badge of honor. They say that I'm a coon, a Sambo. They say that I sold out my people. I'm like, I don't know what the heck they talking about. Like, I'm just doing my life, doing what I got to do, taking care of my family, and people mad with me. Like, I don't get it. Like, what do you want from me? Don't get mad because I'm decided to use my brain. Every successful person got to deal with this type of nonsense. People getting mad at you because you decide that you're going to win. All of a sudden, your family turn against you because you looking better, living better, driving better. And you know, when you driving better, it gets people really upset. They get real mad. When they see your car, oh, they get mad. See, I used to be the type of person, and it was like, I used to feel guilty for owning nice things and looking good. I used to feel guilty for people seeing me looking good. And I think it came from the church, because back in the day, I was in the Christian church, and they would always try to tone you down, humble you down, make you like, they wanted you to look like you're not successful, like, right? And it kind of made me feel guilty. Like, let's say you get something nice, you don't want nobody to see it. It's like you hide all your blessings. You hide all whatever it is you were able to obtain. Not trying to say that it's all materialistic. That's not what I'm saying, guys, because we brought nothing into the world. We're not going to take nothing with us. But my point is, I was made to feel guilty for having nice things. And I've overcame those demons where I felt that success was some sort of evil thing, because that's how they taught us in the church. They taught us like, oh, you know, you can't serve God and mammon, or you know, prosperity ruins the fool. And it made you feel like having success was a bad thing. And I realized, no, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And it seems like everybody hates on me for doing better. But when I was in the projects, I didn't get that hate. When I was down and out, I didn't get no hate. I didn't get people hating me when I was down and out. I'm trying to figure out why. Because the success made other people see that I surpassed them. And that's why they hate me. And I try to help many of the people I knew in the past. That's what's so crazy about this. I tried to help so many people, man. And they thought I was crazy for thinking outside the box. Shout out to Self for the $9.99 again. Says, definition of humble is having or showing a modest estimate of one's value or importance, or lower someone's indignity or importance. Who want that? And see, that's the thing. It's like they try to humble you. And if you look at it, guys, it says the definition of humble is having or showing a modest estimate, which means you're not even showing the true estimate of who you are. You're showing a modest estimate of one's value or importance, or lower. It's like you're lowering your value. You're not showing who you really are, because you don't want nobody to think that you're like, you know what I mean? And it's like they brand this thing of, oh, you got to humble yourself. And no, I'm not. I'm going to shine. I'm going to shine. I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. That's like you in the gym, you working out, You know, you got all these muscles, you know what I'm saying? Your arms is bulging, you know, all this stuff is happening for you. And people, you take off your shirt and you there flexing. Why you have your shirt off, bro? Like, you showing off for these ladies. Bro, you jealous, dog. You jealous, bro, because you're out of shape. You're out of shape. I could take my shirt off and I can feel good about myself. You take your shirt off, you're embarrassed. You ever see these dudes when they go to the beach or the pool? They be in the pool with a shirt. That's nasty work. To be in a pool and you have on a shirt in the water, bro, that's weird. That's weird. You said what? Being humble is more important? Well, I get the whole humble thing, but if you're being humble trying to tone down who you are, that's not being humble. It's like you're living in bondage. You're literally living in bondage. You're afraid to show who you are because you don't want people to dislike you. Listen, guys, listen to this very carefully. There are a lot of social media influencers that'll come on camera and act like they're broke and poor every single day when they get a check from Instagram, TikTok. Now, it might not be much. It might not be millions of dollars. They're not like a Mr. Beast or something getting millions of views. But my point is, a lot of people on social media act poor for a reason. Here's the reason. When you act poor on social media, you tend to get support from people. They tend to support you. For some reason, psychology-wise, like it's like people support people they feel is poor on social media. But most of these individuals that you're supporting, right, a lot of them are making money, but they'll act like they're not making no money. Like I saw a video with a guy. I'm gonna have to do a reaction video to it. He was talking about how the internet, or I think he said something about social media is it's like it's just bad. It's like it's just really bad, and how social media, they're just trying to use social media to control your mind. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you're saying all of this negative stuff about social media, but yet you're on social media monetizing the video. Why your monetization is on? Because he's just trying to make money. And when I looked at his popular video, the very same video of him talking about the internet or social media is his second highest viewed video. So he's going to get a good payout for that one video. It doesn't mean he's truthful with what he said. He don't even believe it. It's just for content. He just made that video for content, not because he believes it. Because if he did, he wouldn't be on social media. You know? Yeah, never dim your light. Never dim your light for others. Just shine on. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're a man or a woman and, you know, you've been successful for a while, you've been doing pretty good, not necessarily saying you're a millionaire or anything like that. Just success to you might be making 100K a year, or you got your first job that pays 75K, right? That may be success for you. What I'm saying is live your life. Have fun. Enjoy it while you can, right? And don't let nobody try to dim your light. Don't let nobody try to make you feel like you're not worthy of what you got. As long as you worked for it and it's legal, by all means, live it up. Shout out to Joshua Washington for the 1999. Says, you're the only real content creator out here telling that the church is not helping those in need. They can blame Trump all they want, but at the end of the day, you helped people with powerful content. Hey, I appreciate that. I don't get much love and support, especially in these YouTube streets, because people constantly hate me every single day. But I don't like the fact that they're blaming Trump for it. Trump hands is already busy. He's busy. What we got to focus on is the real people that we're supposed to be blaming right now. Number one, as Americans, we got to take accountability for where we are. If you are a SNAP beneficiary and you're always dependent on that stuff, you're on the left. You're definitely on the left because you're waiting for someone to give you a handout and you have your mind is not prepared to change. You're gonna have to switch. You're gonna have to switch from that mess because it's not working for you. If anything, this wake up call should make you move from the left because it clearly is keeping you broke, it's keeping you poor, and that is how they get paid. Remember, your liberal friends, they're gonna be eating very good Thanksgiving. They're gonna be eating a lot of turkey. They're gonna be a nice butterball turkey made just for them while you starving. You know? Could you go to anybody on the left and ask them to buy your groceries? They're not doing it. They're not doing it. See? The truth of the matter is a lot of people don't want to help themselves. They want someone else to help them. That's the worst place you could be in. And it feels weird because I'm sure everybody would want some free money to go buy food, right? Everybody would want that. But think about what it does to you mentally. It trains you to depend. It trains you and trains you and trains you to depend on the system. So the minute the system fall, you fall with it. That's the problem. But now, let's switch gears. The two groups that I blame for this issue with SNAP are the people who receive the funds and the church. The church, to me, is the number one entity to blame, not Trump. If there's any group that is supposed to shine brighter than ever right now to show the world that they care, is the church. The church right now, with all these pastors making millions and hundreds of millions, they're supposed to be supporting the people. Look, guys, if you go Google, right? Let me see if I can do this real quick. Got my laptop right here. Let me go Google this real quick, guys. Real quick, right? We're going to go Google a mega church preacher, right? Kenneth Copeland, net worth 2025. Guys, I kid you not. I kid you not, guys. I just Googled Kenneth Copeland's net worth. Kenneth Copeland's net worth in 2025 is not officially published, but recent estimates from last 2024 and early 2025 placed it between, put on your seatbelt, between 300 million and $760 million. Did y'all get that? Kenneth Copeland, the pulpit pimping preacher, prosperity gospel preacher. His net worth is between $300 to $760 million. Now you tell me why that pastor can't take $100 million and put it to the poor. Come on now. Notice, JR says, why you pocket watching? Imagine this, guys. Y'all blaming Trump for why people not getting their SNAP benefits. But when I bring up the preacher who is worth $760 million, a troll is telling me why you pocket watching the pastor. So in their mind, the pastor don't have to give you nothing, but the government should. That sounds kind of backwards to me. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? $760 million? What are you doing with the money? What are you doing with it? You're going to die soon. What's the point of having $760 million? Use it for the poor. But no, they want you to fight and blame Trump rather than these criminal pastors who got all the money. It says an estimated net worth. Sources estimate his net worth between 300 million and 760 million. Sources of wealth. His wealth come from his televangelist work through Kenneth Copeland Ministries, including his television program, Believer's Voice of Victory, book sales, speaking fees, and donation. Notice, this guy is a pastor and he accepts speaking fees, which mean in order for him to preach the gospel, you got to pay him. Assets. His assets include a 1,500-acre ministry campus. Guys, 1,500 acres. 1,500 acres. I mean, could I get 2? All I need is 2 acres. That's it. 5 would be great, but 2, I'm set. This man have a 1,500-acre ministry campus in Texas, which features a private airstrip, multiple private jets, and a large mansion. And y'all still going to church? Y'all still believe God is at those churches? You really believe that? You really believe that God is at Kenneth Copeland's church? No, he's not. All of those pastors are criminals. All of them. Somebody said, I don't make much and I still help the poor with food. Lames. I don't know if you're calling me a lame. If you're helping the poor, then hey, it is what it is. But it's interesting if you don't make much and you're helping the poor, you're doing more than Kenneth Copeland. Because if you're taking your little and still got the heart to give to those in need, then that means you're a better person than Kenneth Copeland, who have millions and millions of dollars, but won't even make the money do anything for anybody because they're just hoarding it up. You know? Let me see what we got. Somebody says, you're a raccoon, my boy. You're not just lame. None of those words bother me, guys, because you're broke. You're broke. So it's like, see, in the world, right? Like, I'm not a racist. I don't care if a person is white or black, because I understand the world. The world only respects green. That's the color the world respect. It's not about white or black. That's a game. The whole white or black thing, that's a game. When you got money, there's no white or black. When you got money. When you got money, you walk into a restaurant, and it is what it is. You walk into a designer store, everybody have to come serve you. You got money. You see what I mean? When you have money, people don't see white or black. When you walk, listen, when you walk into the car dealership and the sales guy realizes that you're a person that got money, they're not going to BS you. They're not going to play these little games like you can't afford the car. They know who you are. They know not to play any games because they're going to mess up the money. So people typically respect you when they realize that you're a person of means, right? The church don't want you to think good about yourself. They want you to think mediocre. They want you to think poverty, because people equate poverty to righteousness. In other words, the more poor I am, the more closer to God I am. That's what they believe. And that's the worst thing to think on. It's like being poor. I get it. People are poor. But why do you want to be poor? Do anybody want to be poor? Like, I want to know, like, do you enjoy being poor? Is it fun? Do you enjoy being poor? Do you enjoy that? Because I don't. That's weird. Who wants to be poor? Who want to be poor? Who wakes up and says, hey, I want to be poor? Nobody does that. Right? How many times are you going to post the same comment in the chat? All that does is it gets you blocked, right? So we're putting you on a block list. Because why? You keep posting the same comment, right? You the type that will sell your soul for money. Interesting. I didn't know you know me. I'm the type. How do you sell your soul? How do you do that? Who's buying it? And if you sold it, like, do you get a receipt? Like, how do you sell your soul? These people crazy, man. People talking about you selling your soul. It's weird. You better go get a job next month, or else you're going to be hungry, you know? When did I say poor people want to be poor, Matthew? When did I say that? Why? It's like people got selective hearing on social media. Like, you guys be hearing what y'all want to hear. He says, are you saying poor people want to be poor? Listen, if you're poor and you're not trying to get out of that situation, you want to be poor. Do you understand that? If you're poor and you're not doing nothing to get out of that situation, you want to be poor. How do rich people remain rich? How do rich people remain rich? They work. They continue to do business. And they continue to grow. Somebody said, F Trump. Well, you're going to be starving next month. You saying F Trump. What did Trump do to you for you to be so hostile? This is crazy, man. It's a lot of hate in the world, man. A heck of a lot of hate. Jesus Christ didn't even have a house. That's why when I look at these pastors, they all got mansions. Come on, y'all. Y'all know good and well that something ain't right. All of these mega church pastors have mansions. Jesus didn't have no mansion. All of these pastors have Bentleys and Rolls Royces. What? Lear jets. Jesus didn't have none of that. Remember the scripture? He said, foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. The Son of Man had no house, bro. But yet, all of these pastors have millions of dollars in mansions. Come on, man. Yeah, none of his disciples were broke. Or just average guys. You know? And there's nothing wrong with being an average guy. But my point is, when you look at the Bible, when you look at the scriptures, The Messiah wasn't a millionaire. None of his disciples were millionaires. The Messiah didn't have nowhere to lay his head. The Messiah was the one who told his disciples to not take anything with them on their journey. No food, no this, no nothing. It's like he was taking care of them. So these guys were literally broke. But yet when you look at the mega church pastor, all he do is tell you to tithe, which is not even biblical, by the way. It's not biblical to tithe money to a pastor at all, right? Tithing had nothing to do with money. Tithing was about vegetation, livestock, fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. And it was given to the Levite priests as an inheritance. There are no Levite priests today. So when a pastor is telling you to bring tithes and money to his church, he's robbing you. That money goes into his bank account. And that's how he's able to live good off of you. You know? It is what it is. Yeah, you don't want to get EBT. You want to avoid that. Even if it might get you some free groceries and you might figure, well, I save a couple of dollars. If you train yourself to keep getting EBT every month, it's going to make you poor because you're not going to work hard. You're not going to work towards nothing. And I'm telling you the facts, guys. The system of welfare and EBT was set up to keep people poor, keep you dependent. And then think about this. The Bible says that in the times of old, not times of old, in the near future, excuse me, that there's going to be a one world government and how no one would be able to buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast. Now think about this. Imagine the mark of the beast time was now. People not getting their benefits. And then the government rolls out and says, hey, everybody that want to receive their SNAP benefits must receive a mark on their hand. How many of you are going to take that mark in order to get your SNAP benefits? That's exactly what I believe all of this is about. It's similar to the pandemic when people had to take the shot. I didn't take it. So they had let me go from a very good job that I had when I was living in New York. And they basically got rid of me. They laid me off and that was it. And what's so crazy is after the pandemic was over, they removed the mandate. All of a sudden now I'm getting letters in the mail saying, do you want to come back? I'm like, what? You guys done fired me over nothing because I didn't want to take a shot against my will. I'm not going to put no damn shot in me against my will being, we call it forced, coerced into taking something that I don't want. That's criminal. And that's what they did to the American people. So it's like when they had took away the job, it was like, man. And it was during a time where they were telling us, if you don't take this shot, you lose your job, which is similar to the mark of the beast because you won't be able to buy or sell unless you take the shot. So now over 40 million people are struggling, waiting for their SNAP benefits. What if today was the day of the mark of the beast? A lot of people would be taking it. A lot of people would be taking it. You said criminal is you what? Wearing that hat. I don't know what's the hate with this hat. Like you guys, like, are you black or white? Which one? Are you black or white? Because I need to know, like, because this is crazy. People be getting mad over a hat. So you don't believe in making America great again? That don't make no sense. Hat is the mark of the beast. No, it's not. The shots are the mark and required for digital ID. Why are you asking me, are you saved? Ain't none of you saved. If you living right now, you ain't saved. That whole saved thing you get from the Christian church is BS. Because it's funny to me because none of you have seen God and you're literally so arrogant and boastful that you're literally telling yourself that you're saved. Who told you that? Did God tell you that? Did you ever see heaven? Do you even know if heaven is real? Do you even know that of the things that you read, is it even true? Because it's crazy to me how pastors and preachers are telling you that you need to believe in God because when you die, God has a mansion for you in heaven. There won't be no more tears, no more crying, no more pain. And you'll be able to live for eternity. What if all of that is one big lie? Because the pastor, he's living in heaven on earth. He got a mansion, a jet, Rolls Royce, Maybach. He's living good. And all his kids are living good. But you're told God will give you a mansion when you get to heaven. What if that's all a joke? What if that's a lie? What if everybody been lied to their whole life and you there waiting, believing that when you die, you're saved, you're going to heaven. And then you die and you go to hell or you go to some limbo land somewhere and you're like, where's my mansion? Where's God? And you wake up and it's some weird place. Bro, you got played your whole life, man. Somebody said, well, you said, where is it? Where that comment at? Let me see. Honesty, honest, wait. Oh, Honest First says, when was America great? Before you were born. Before you were born, America was great. Hope that answers your question. Yep. Yeah, you're lost in the world. In the world. Sounds like some religious thing. Imagine you saying somebody's lost in the world when you're in the world. You ain't in heaven. You right in this world. You're lost. Right? Yeah, before you were born, that's when America was good. It was great because once you came here, you corrupt the world. Your comments, it clearly shows that you're anti-Trump, anti-Make America Great Again. So you're a negative person, right? Somebody said, damn, spiritually broke. So let me get this. You're spiritually rich. So hold up. You're spiritually rich, but you're broke in the physical world. You can't pay your bills. What sense does it make? You, and it's so funny to me. Like religious people, they make me laugh. They'll be like, yeah, I'm spiritually rich. I'm just so rich, but you're broke. You're broke. Where's God? Like you're poor, broke. But you're here worshiping and serving God. And God ain't doing nothing. That's crazy. That gotta bother you. That really gotta bother you to know that your God, the one you claim you serving, ain't helping you. That's crazy. To have all this belief, but your God ain't doing nothing for you. That's wild. Let me see. Danielle says, be considerate. Some people need SNAP. 3% of people feel bad for them. So me, the 97%, can keep getting free money. I don't know what you mean by be considerate, because if you've been paying attention to the stream, we made it very clear that the elderly, the disabled, and the vets should receive assistance from the federal government, right? The people that I don't like are able-bodied people who want to live off the system for free. They don't deserve anything. So I think I was very considerate. The problem is you didn't hear nothing that I had to say. We literally been streaming for about 1 hour and some change. Right? Relay Man says, you're of the devil. Typical Christian things. They always say you're of the devil. We always get that all the time. You're of the devil. It's amazing. You're of the devil, but you're broke. I don't know, man. People say you're of the devil, but they broke, bro. That's wild. That's nasty work to be broke and calling somebody of the devil. You're okay with starving kids. You're okay with starving kids. So let me get this straight. You're blaming me for the kids that are starving in the world. I don't care. I don't care. That's your problem if you're a parent. If you're a parent and you brought these kids in the world because you were having sex with somebody, that's your problem. That's not my problem. I got to worry about my kids. Those are the kids I'm concerned with. My kids, not kids that are not mine. Do you see how real I am? I'm real. I don't give two F's about all these starving kids. I don't care. They're not my kids. If you care so much, go do something for them. Hello? What are you doing for them? Nothing. See? Because you don't care. It's like you want me to care about something that I got no control over. And you got somebody else, they say, you're a sellout. Think about this, guys. This is why the left is a problem. Because people with their hand out, they be wanting to shame you like it's your fault kids are starving. But yet you got these women out here having sex with a bunch of ninjas, having a bunch of illegitimate children, and they want you and I to pay for these damn kids that are not ours. I don't care about them. I don't got nothing to say about that mess. Matthew says, what? Yay, you're real selfish. I don't know. Dude, America was never great. So why you live in America? Hypocrite. Why you live in America? If you feel America was never great, why do you live in America? Because you're a hypocrite. Yeah, if you want to feed your kids, go get a job. Of course. I've been trying to say that throughout the whole live, but people keep getting mad at me like it's my fault. Make sure y'all double tap the screen, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already for the best content on YouTube, the best breakdowns, the best commentary. Let's see. Why do you hate yourself? I don't hate myself. I love myself. You hate me. That's the problem. You're projecting on me what you're going through. Someone says, why are you gay? I guess it takes one to know one. So it's like, you must be gay if you're looking at me and assuming that I'm gay. You're projecting your lifestyle on me. People are weird, guys. Yes, the jobs are out there. Yeah, people need to go get a job. Turn in bottles if you're hungry. Yeah. You can make a lot of money changing bottles. Definitely. What job? This is the worst jobs in what? I don't know. Let me see. I fought for my right to be here, draft Dodger. They rather beg. Yeah. They don't want to do anything. See, here's the thing, man. A lot of folks don't know how to fend for themselves. They really don't. They don't know how to fend for themselves. And it's one of them things where it's like, you ever known somebody that didn't have a job in so long that they don't even know how to go about getting a job? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew somebody like that didn't have a job for years. They don't know how to put a resume together. They don't know how to job search. It's like they come to you asking if you could come with them to go job searching. And you're like, bro, I don't got no time, bro. I can't be out here babysitting you. No, bro. You need to just go out there and find a job, bro, and stop looking to me, bro. I don't got no time. Like, guys, a lot of us are so busy. We don't got time for none of this BS, bro. Like, for real, we don't got that kind of time, man. Somebody was literally trying to shame me. Maybe you're now joining in. Somebody tried to shame me, was like, oh, so you don't care about all the starving kids? And I said, no, I don't. I care about my kids, just like you care about your kids. My job is not to be worried about stuff I got no control over. I don't have millions of dollars to give nobody. So if there's kids that are starving in the world, what do you want from me? What am you blaming me? So because I said I don't care, I'm the bad guy. So if I said I do care, then what? See, if I do care, I should be sending some sort of aid. So if you care about starving kids in the world, why aren't you sending money? Why aren't you sending money? Go send money to these pantry places and the Red Cross, or any sort of food bank or whatever. Send money since you care so much. But don't try to shame me by saying, oh, so you don't care about the kids? No, I don't. I don't know them. Do you know where you currently live? Your neighbors would not help you with your rent if your rent was due or if your mortgage was due. Your neighbors won't help you. Your neighbors ain't buying you no grocery. They're going to look at you like, what? You starving? Well, hey, that's your problem. They're not helping you. But you asking me, do I care about all the kids that are starving? I don't care, bro. I'm not the federal government. Y'all looking at me like I made these people starve. Their parents signed up to trust the government. Government crashed. Now you suffering. Hey, that's your problem, man. And to all of you folks that care about, matter of fact, let's see. How many of you, with a show of 1, care about all the starving kids that aren't getting their SNAP benefits? Put a 1 in the chat if you're that person who care. You care about these kids, man. These kids, bro. I care about these kids, bro. These kids are starving, man. Okay, look at all the ones of people that care. Okay, all of you folks that are putting 1s, go start up a GoFundMe and send it to the kids. Go do it. Go do it. Start sending money to all those people that you think are starving and dying. You go send your money. Don't tell me why I don't care. You go send all your money. You go take care of a baby mama. Adopt a baby mama. People that donate to me donate because they want to donate. I don't force nobody to donate. I don't force nobody to donate. People donate to my show because I'm actually speaking truth and they respect my work. So they donate. No different than if you go to a restaurant and you're a waiter and you're a good waiter. Well, people leave a tip because your service is good. So when people come to my platform and they donate, stop pocket watching me. You're a hater. You're jealous. Why are you pocket watching me? It's crazy, man. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Somebody said I'm heartless. So you want me to be fake? Guys, they want me to be fake. Okay, let's be fake. Man, I'm so hurt, bro. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. All these kids are starving, bro. I really feel for these kids, man. These kids, bro. All these kids. All of these kids are gonna die. That's called being fake. I'm not fake, bro. I'm not fake. I'm just telling you straight up. I don't care. If you care, go send your money. You're telling me to grow up when I'm telling you straight. Why, bro, why is it that all of these hypocrites are mad with me because I said I don't care about no damn starving kids? If you care so much, send your effing money to these programs to feed them, hypocrite, and stop getting mad at me. Half of you won't even feed your family. Half of you won't even take care of your own loved ones who ask you for help, hypocrite. Some of your family members came to you to borrow money because they're down and out. You wouldn't even support them. But you care about some damn kids that you don't even know, but yet your family who you know and see, you won't even support them. But you're so quick to send money to kids that are starving. Man, you a damn hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Yeah, your kid's your problem. That's my position. It's like, fam, I live in a community. You got kids that live in the community. I don't give two F's about those kids. They're not my kids. What the heck? So hold up. Y'all care about everybody kids? Last time I checked, people are fending for their own family. Nobody don't care about you. Nobody, none of your neighbors care about you. Nobody cares about you. Wake up. Wake up. We live in a world where everybody is about themselves, bro. This is deep. Y'all better recognize, y'all ain't gonna try to shame me and make me feel guilty for somebody else's kids. I don't care about them. They're not my problem. That's like, I met a woman and she got 5 kids. Talking about, oh, since you dating me, I need for you to be a stepdaddy to all my kids. Get the hell out of here, man. I ain't being no damn stepdaddy. You better call the baby daddy and let him do his job. I'm here to just lay pipe. That's it. Just being honest. I told you guys, when you come to my platform, I'm speaking raw, uncut truth, straight. Make sure you double tap the screen, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, guys. If I'm dating a single mom, I'm with her so I can lay pipe. That's my job. Laying pipe. I ain't there to take care of no damn kids. Get the heck out of here. Call your baby daddy. The baby daddy's a bum. How you gonna call me a bum? Because I don't want to take care of some damn kids that are not mine. They're not mine. I'm with Shorty to lay pipe on her back. I'm not there to take care of no damn kids. I ain't signed up for that mess. A disgrace to God? So hold up. I'm supposed to be taking care of some kids that are not mine? I'm not doing that mess. Any man that would get with a woman that got a pile of kids and you assume the role of being a stepdaddy to a bunch of kids that are not yours, you weird, bro. Something wrong with you. That's crazy, man. Why is it that people like to shame you with comments saying you're a closet gay? That's weird. It's like, why y'all want men to be gay? Like, why do y'all do that? Like, you trolls, you come in, it's like you just start posting your gay comments. Like you want people to be gay. Like, what is that? You're weird. Somebody said to take that MAGA hat off and keep people's attention without it. You sound like a hater. You're jealous of me. Bob Smith, you're jealous. How does it feel to be jealous? Bob is mad, bruh. Bob is mad because I'm winning. Ah, man, oh man, yo. The hate is real, bro. People stay hating on my hat, bro. How it feels to be a moron. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not a moron. You must be white because moron, black people don't say moron. So you're white. You're definitely white. Last time I heard the word moron, I was in high school. I went to an all-white high school, and I remember this white guy. He's like, "You're a moron." I'm like, "What the heck is a moron? What is that? A car?" The all-new moron. Get yours today at 1-800-623-MORON. The all-new moron comes equipped with dual airbags, cruise control, exhaust, powerful Bose sound system, and more. Get your all-new Moron vehicle. While supplies last, call our number at 1-800-223-MORON. Call today. In theaters now, Moron, the movie. There was a man. His name was Moron. He was a loser in school. Contact us at Ticketmasters for your tickets today. 1-800-6233-MORON. Somebody says he even tries to sound white. What is this person's problem with white? What does it mean to sound white? Like, you're weird. So let me get this straight. You want me to sound like this? Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, come down to the park, you know what I mean? All these people out here, man, they bugging, man, you know what I mean? It's just crazy out here, man. You know, they just wilding out, man. You know how it is out in the streets, man, in the hood, you know what I mean? In the thug, you know what I mean? It's all cool, you know what I mean? That's how I'm supposed to talk? I guess that's what black sound like. That's what it means to be black? You know what I mean? For real, man, you know what I mean? I'm out here in the hood. Hey, what up, cuz? You know what I mean? Hey, yo, cuz, you good? Hey, yo, man, hey, blood. Hey, yo, man, what up, dog? Hey, that's cool, man. Yeah, man, I'm out here hustling, man, you know what I mean? Out here in these streets. Yeah, man, what up, dog? Hey. So I guess I'm sounding black now. You ever hear some black folk talk, bruh, and you be like, what you said? And you don't even understand what they're saying, bro. So when you speak proper English, all of a sudden you sound white. I think you're jealous of white people. I think that's what it is. A lot of black folk is jealous of white people. Are you one of those Uncle Ruckers? You guys have to understand, like, the name calling don't bother me. You're wasting your time. See, this is why, man. Some people are not making it, bruh. Some of y'all, man, gonna always stay in the same position for the rest of y'all lives, bruh, because y'all just don't get it, bro. But anyway, guys, it is what it is. Somebody says, you sound like a Panamanian. Well, my mom's from Panama. I speak Spanish and English. My mom is from Colón, Panama. You know? My father is American, Army vet. And it is what it is. I grew up with predominantly Panamanian family. So, you're right. Let's see. Somebody says, okay, stay black. What is that? A crayon color? Hey, ¿qué lo que, hermano? ¿Qué está haciendo la OP? What's going on, man? Hey, I try tell him, papi. I try tell her. She no listen to me, papi. I try tell her, hey, primo. Hey, primo, come to the counter and pay, lao. Hey, $2 for that, man. Hey, ven acá. No me pegue, deja eso. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble with you. Don't let me have to go get my knife or go get my gun or call my son. I don't want no trouble. Don't let me call the policía on you. I don't want no problem. Mi madre, she come to the country. I don't want no problem with you, papi. Let me see what we got. You said you calling ICE? Somebody said they calling ICE, bro. Yo, that was funny, man. Yo, imagine I start hearing ICE banging at my door, bro. I'm like, hold up, bro. Wait a minute. Yo, ICE come banging on the door. Yo, I switch it up. I be like, and now ICE is at the door, banging the door. Bill, we're at the news scene right now. I'll start acting like a news reporter. If ICE actually started banging down the door, I would switch up. I'll bring out my cinema camera. Let me go get it. I'll bring out this camera. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute, guys. And here. All right, let's get this. Right? Okay. If ICE actually banged down my door, I would bring out my cinema lens, my cinema camera, right? This is the big boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional, right? This is my beast right here. Those of you that's into film, you know what it is. It's a Sony FX3. I'm not sure if you can see that. Sony FX3 cinema lens. If ICE actually banged down my door, I'll be like this. I'll put the camera on them. I'll be like, Bob, we're at the scene right now. ICE just broke through the door. They're in the house. ICE, the people that you're looking for is upstairs. We're the camera crew. We're actually here to cover a story of these illegals that are here. We got to make America great again. Action. That's what I would pretty much do, and I'm pretty much out. Once they run upstairs, I'll pretty much jet jump in my car, and I'm out. Nah, I'm good. Somebody says, I'm applying what? I'm applying for ICE today. Yeah. Why is somebody saying, are you illegal? You folks are weird, bro. Are you illegal? First, everybody was on my team. Now I'm illegal now. If I was illegal, I wouldn't even be on social media. I'm an American citizen. My father is American. Let's see. Somebody said old junk equipment. Yeah. You could never afford that. Imagine this, guys. That loser came in and says, old junk equipment. You could never afford this. Never. Never. Just that G Master lens will break your pocket. See, this is what happens when you're broke and poor. You talk a lot of ish and you don't even know me. I'm a professional. So all that talking and nonsense and madness, only professionals know about equipment like this. Only professionals know. If you're a true professional, you already know that's not no toy. You know that's a lot of money right there. That's a new car. That right there is a new car. Man, hey, it was fun, guys. I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Gotta get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for tomorrow. Well, it's already tomorrow. But make sure you double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And we'll be back in the morning with more content. Somebody says, adios, amigo. Let's see what we got. That interested me so much, I didn't even pay attention. I don't like you. It's so funny when somebody say they don't like you. I don't care. That's like, listen, when you're successful, you don't care. It's like, I don't care who don't like me. Like, I like me. Once I like me, I don't care who don't like me. It's crazy. Let me see. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. I'm gonna go shoot a movie. Hey, I bought a new computer, guys. I bought a new computer, a Mac Mini, a little baby Mac. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, a little one, little Mac Mini. Bought a little Mac. You know what I mean? Little upgrade, one of my setups. Figure, hey, let me go get me a little Mac Mini. I always wanted to get one of these. Got one of those. I'm gonna set up a little setup for my content. You says you could have donated. What? Donated for some kids to eat? Why don't you do that? Why are people always telling you to do something that they won't do? You telling me I should have donated something. Why don't you donate something? It's always these people always wanting, you listen, broke people who are on the left always want somebody else to give somebody a handout when they're not doing nothing for nobody. I cannot stand people like that, seriously. I cannot stand people that say stuff like this. Then stop bragging on it. You're jealous. You're a miserable person. You're a loser. Your life sucks and you'll never be successful at nothing. You know why? Because you're jealous. You have an evil heart. You're talking about bragging. I'm simply showing a damn box and you're jealous. That's sick. Talking about I could have donated it to somebody. Go donate yourself to somebody. All these hypocrites always telling somebody to donate something to somebody and you ain't doing nothing for nobody. I cannot stand people like that, bro. People always telling you like I'm the damn savior. Like my job is to save the damn world. Go do something for those people you crying about. You ain't giving not $1 to no charity organization. You ain't feeding nobody kids. You ain't give nobody no food. You're a hypocrite. And I cannot stand people that do that. Always want to come online to try to shame somebody or force somebody into doing something for somebody when you're not even doing nothing for nobody. All you do is have your damn hands like this, waiting for a handout. When was the last time you gave somebody something? Never. Come on now. Let me put you on my block list. You don't belong here. You're weird. Like seriously, you're a weirdo. I don't like hypocrites. I don't like people that come to my platform and talk a whole load of garbage and they not even doing that for nobody and they busy projecting their demons on me. Like I supposed to be taking care of the earth. Like it's my job. Like, oh, you're a YouTuber. You're on YouTube, so you're supposed to do X, Y, and Z for everybody. You're supposed to feed the world. Bro, my job is to take care of my family. That's my job. My job is to take care of my family. That's my job. If you want to feed the world, go feed the world. I'm not doing all of that. Right? Let me see. I don't like when people come here and start attacking me and I'm just doing content, having fun, teaching, and all that other stuff, and they guilt tripping. And this is the problem with society, bro. This is why a lot of people don't have friends. They don't know how to have conversations. They really don't. I'm a cool dude. And one thing I don't like is when people, they try to blame you as if though it's your problem. Like, it's like they blame everybody. They blame Trump. They blame Elon Musk. They blame me. And it's like, the heck you blaming me for? It's my problem? You said somebody said what? Someone said I was stupid for liking your content. You're not stupid. The person who told you that is stupid. You know? The person who told you that is stupid. To the person who says, is your mom an immigrant? Let me put you on the block list. My mom is dead, right? My mom is dead. She died of cancer, right? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so we was talking about the person that I blocked earlier. They were basically trying to shame me into taking care of the children of the world. I don't care about them. That's not my job. If you're a parent and you have children, you're responsible for taking care of your children. Just that simple. I don't give two F's about them. That's the truth. But see, we live in a world where you got to be fake. So watch me be fake. Watch this. You know, everybody, we got to save the kids. You know, all these starving kids, we got to save them. I'm just so hurt by the fact that so many kids, they're gonna all starve next month, and I'm just so overwhelmed. I really don't know, guys. We're gonna have to really do something about this. We're gonna have to start GoFundMe's. We're gonna have to start Sendgos and really band together as a community to hopefully help the nations. We're gonna have to really help the kids, right? So if you have it, guys, if you really have it, we're gonna have to band together. I want you to send all donations to the fund so that we can help these kids. That's called being fake. And that's how a lot of these charities make money. That's how a lot of these churches, they make money by being fake. They don't really care about nobody. They care about money. When you send your donations thinking it's going towards some children, it goes to the pastor's bank account. When you send your money to one of these charity organizations, that's how they get their paycheck to pay all those workers. Telling you the truth. Nobody cares. It's one big hustle. If you're a parent and you bring in children in the world, you are responsible to take care of your kids. See, here's the thing. As a black man, watch this, guys. Well, let me show you the hypocrisy of everybody. Watch this. As a black man, if I have a baby and I don't take care of my baby, you folks would say I'm a deadbeat, I'm a bum, I ain't ish, right? You ain't gonna say, hey, bruh, you don't wanna take care of your kid? Bruh, I'll take care of your kid, because I just love kids. You ain't saying that. You gonna tell me to take care of my kids. You are not going to step up to the plate and say, bruh, you don't wanna take care of your kid? I got your kid. I'm gonna take care of your kids. You ain't gonna do that. Somebody said he's not black. People are weird. This live chat is crazy. How do you put up with such hateful coming at you? Well, it's not coming at me. They're projecting their own demons. They're narcissists. I'm good to go. Like, I got food in the house. I'm at peace. I have no friends, but I'm peaceful. And I like it that way. Too many people got spirits on them. See, in this line of work, you have to have tough skin. I don't ignore I ignore the comments as much as I can. Sometimes it could get crazy. I don't like when they do certain things. But for the most part, I realize that that's just how social media is. You can't take it serious. You got to look at it as these are just trolls, people that are just burning some steam. And really, they just want you to respond. They want to get a reaction out of you. They want you to get angry. They want you to flip out, cuss. That's what they want. They'll say stuff like you're uneducated, even though the person who said that didn't graduate high school. The person who did that didn't even get a diploma. How sad. How do you think people feel about you and the things you say? And I don't care what you think. You don't like me, so I don't like you. We're making America great again, one person at a time. You don't like me, I don't like you. It's a good answer, right? You said that was messed up. You're sensitive. I don't know you. You're weird. You're weird. I mean, imagine that. You're calling me bro. We're not bros. I don't know you. You're a stranger. I'm simply doing content, talking about a topic, and you're so sensitive. You're taking everything to heart. That's weird. That's weird. How far back are we going to make America great again? Before you were born. Before you were born. That is how far back we got to go, because it's like, being that you're there, I think that's what's causing us problems. Because of your questioning, that proved that there's something wrong with America now. So hopefully that answered the question. But make sure you subscribe to the channel so that we can pretty much help you out. You know, we're going to help you. Don't worry about it. We'll help you. Right? Because when you talk about how far back you're assuming that America is not great, my question to you is, if you don't feel America is great, why are you in America? Because America can only be great based on the people. So if you feel America is not great, it's because you're not great. You're not a great person. You're not great. Because what makes America great is the people. Let me put it like this. Let me use the black community for my example. In predominantly black communities, there's a lot of crime and violence. Is it the neighborhood or is it the people? Is it the neighborhood or is it the people? A neighborhood cannot be the problem, so you can't say both. The problem is the people. Buildings cannot commit crime. Cars, stores don't fight back. People live in these neighborhoods. So, if the community is predominantly black and it has an extremely high crime rate, the problem is the people. So, if America is to be great again, that would imply the people are not great. So when you understand that, it answers your question. Hence, make America great again. People are just not great anymore. People are crazy. Think about all the guys, think about all the hate that is in my live chat. That's people. That's America. That's how hateful America is. America is divided. Divided. It's very wicked. So America has to be great again, which means the people. So each person have to look in the mirror and correct his errors one at a time until America is great again. America is composed of people. So if the people are not great, if the people are not good, then America is not great. It's not great. If you work at a job and the people are not good, the job won't be fun to be at. It'll be a hostile working environment. It's like you would hate going to work because it's like the place is toxic. Well, that's how America is. Why? Because of the people. Anthony says, you're so irrelevant, but you're watching me. Congratulations. I'm so irrelevant, but you're watching me. That's weird. Think about it. You're watching me. People need to look at themselves, stop pointing fingers. Well, that's what I've been trying to get people to do. I've been trying to get people to look at themselves. They don't want to do that. They want to look at me. They want to blame me. They went from blaming Trump to now blaming me. I'm the problem. They hear because they're just weird. Let me see. You said, do I have a mirror? Yeah, my camera is right in front of me. I can see myself. It's not Trump's fault. Trump didn't start this mess. It's the people's fault. When you sign up to put your trust in the government and you want their benefits, you got to get on your knees. That's where they have you right now. Dependence. On your knees. I don't know why people blaming Trump for it. He ain't do nothing wrong. Yeah, the red one to me is the best one. The white hat, the white MAGA hat, and the black MAGA hat. It's like it doesn't. I mean, the red one stands out because of the white text. The white one with the gold text, it don't stand out. The black one with the black text, it just don't look right. This is the correct one. Why are you ignoring the comments? Are you crazy? Do you see how many people are posting comments? How the hell am I supposed to read all these comments? I'm not AI. If you want somebody to read your comments specifically, post a super chat like smart people do, and I'll read your comment. I'm not reading everybody's comment. You bugging out. Thoughts on Obama? Obama? What are we talking about Obama for? I don't care about Obama. Obama not paying nobody rent, nobody bills. You know? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. I was supposed to leave probably like 15 minutes ago. Yeah. So I'm gonna head up on out of here, guys. I'm gonna go film a movie. You know, gotta go to the movie set, film a movie, and do what I need to do, guys. So I'm gonna go film and do what I gotta do. And I'll catch you guys on another episode. I mean, I should do my videos from my cinema rig rather than my cell phone. You know? Yeah, I should do that. So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here, do what we gotta do. All right? So y'all take care. I'm gonna get up on out of here. That's the screen right there. You see the screen? Yeah. Man, this thing is a beast, man. Wow. Man, it's heavy too. But I gotta run, guys. Gotta get to work. So you guys take care. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already for more commentary. If you enjoyed the stream, you laughed a little, cried a little, hated me a little, trolled a little, consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel today and click that notification bell to be notified of our new videos. This is Ringo TV Reactions coming to you live and direct. And also, double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Hey, for a minute there, I was sounding like Agent Smith. Your name is Neo. In one life, you're a programmer. And the other one, we can do without. Neo, it looks like you're back, but you're not. Somebody says shame, this, that. Do you know what kind of balls you have to be on a live stream on camera? A lot of you don't even have the balls to be on camera, to even look into the lens. Can't even be yourself. You're so afraid of being yourself, so afraid to come out of your shell, worried about people and what they're gonna think of you. Be like me. I really don't care. I'm out.